I'm Amy at the Bluebonnet Regional Library for the East Baton Rouge Parish Library System. Welcome to the salt dough token tutorial, where you will learn how to create salt dough and then use that dough to create a token or a pendant. Maybe something like this. If you picked up a grab and go bag here at Bluebonnet, you should have a small jar with your flour and salt already mixed and a piece of wax paper. All you will need for this craft is 2 tablespoons of water, a spoon, and a pencil. Depending upon what design you would like to create, you may also need a butter knife, markers, paints, or objects that you would like to use to make impressions in your dough. Don't forget string if you would like to make a pendant. You will need to add the water to create your dough. You can use the fill line that we have marked on the jar or measure out 2 tablespoons. Warm water works best to dissolve the salt, but regular tap water will work too. Mix the ingredients well until the dough has started to form a ball in your jar. When it's all mixed, scrape out the dough onto your wax paper and then gently knead the dough until it is nice and smooth. With the amount of dough you have, you can create multiple little tokens or just a few bigger ones. You do not have to use your dough all at once. It will keep for a day or 2 in your jar with the lid sealed tight. Create any pattern or design or shape that appeals to you. You can do your name or initials, you can create something abstract or something more realistic, play with different designs and practice different techniques to find what works best for you. Search online for inspiration if you get stuck. It is your dough, so just remember to have fun with it. Let's take a closer look to see what your dough should look like and a few different techniques that you can try. So we're going to take our water and put it into our salt and flour mixture. We have used a 2 to 1 to 1 recipe, 2 parts flour, 1 part salt, 1 part water. So it translates to 4 tablespoons flour, 2 tablespoons salt, and 2 tablespoons of water. We're going to pour the water into our jar. Just regular tap water. We're going to mix it. When you get a good mixture and it starts to form a ball around your spoon, scrape it out onto your wax paper. It's not going to be perfectly smooth yet. We're going to need to knead it just a little bit, or a lot, depending. There we go. This is kind of the fun part. Gently knead your dough until it's nice and smooth. It's going to be a little grainy if your salt did not completely dissolve, but just get it as smooth as you can. You can make a nice ball with it. There we go. Once your dough is nice and smooth and consistent, take whatever size piece of dough you would like. I'm going to take a small piece and make my first token. You can use the lid of your jar to make a nice, flat, even token. You can use the bottom of your jar to also flatten. Try different techniques and see what works best for you. You can also use your jar to roll out your dough. until you get it the size and shape you would like. If you're going to make a pendant, you will need to make a nice size hole in your dough. You can use your pencil, or if you happen to have a toothpick, you can use anything with a point and make a nice size hole. If you would like to use your pencil, you can create different designs. Whatever design you would like. If you don't quite like how it turned out, just take your dough, smooth it back, and try again. If you have objects you would like to use to make impressions in your dough, just make sure you push down evenly and make a nice impression. There we go. You can use your spoon to create marks in your dough. It is entirely up to you. If you would like to try your initial, and a hole if I want it to be a pendant. If you happen to have something fun you'd like to try, there we go. So just have fun with it. Once you have completed your tokens, you will need to air dry them. How long it takes to dry them will depend on the size and the thickness of your tokens. You will need to flip them every day until they are dry. I tried microwaving the dough on low power for a short period of time, but it just didn't work as well as the air drying. If you happen to have a toaster oven, then you can try baking your tokens at low temperature, around 250 degrees Fahrenheit, for a long period of time. But you will need to test it carefully to see what works best for your pieces. We will have a new program every week this summer, so please check the library's online calendar at www.ebrpl.com or give us a call at 225-763-2270 to find out what is next. We will hand out the grab-and-go bags while supplies last. Call us if you have any questions. We are happy to help you over the phone. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.